Tuesday mornings, we talk to our neighbors in business here on Ann Arbor's 107.1. The segment made possible by Northstar Bank. And joining us is Tim Grimes, events manager at the Ann Arbor District Library. How about those Oscars on Sunday, Tim?
Gosh,
welcome back.
What an ending. That was so funny.
We had a fun event with the managing editor of Concentrate, the online weekly, at the beautiful Westgate branch last Wednesday. And gosh, neither of Patrick or me and none of us thought that Moonlight was going to win Best Picture, not because it didn't deserve it, but La La Land was definitely the favorite, and it certainly appeared that it had won Best Picture.
I know, and then all of a sudden, the announcement. I thought everyone handled it very graciously, though, at the Oscars.
They did.
They did. That was very,
the
very
producers
nice.
from La La Land graciously handing over their Oscar, which they wanted so bad, to the producers of Moonlight. It was quite an evening.
Interesting.
Well, let's talk about some of the events happening at the library branch.
We have some interesting evenings coming up at the Ann Arbor District Library. We have a really special night this Friday at the Downtown Library at 7 o'clock, Friday, March 3rd. It's a mystery author night, and we'll have authors Lauren Esselman, Doug Allen, and Laura Jo Rowland discussing the mystery genre and their work and their exciting new books. Lauren Esselman has written over 82 books, hundreds of short stories and articles. He's been called the most critically acclaimed author of his generation. He's been nominated for the National Book Award, Mystery Writers of America Edgar Allan Poe Award. His newest mystery is The Lioness is the Hunter, an Amos Walker's mystery. And Doug Allen has written 11 novels, more than 100 short stories. It's been published internationally in 5 languages. His new crime novel, The Jukebox Kings, is set in 1960s Detroit, and you'll be interested in this, centers on the music industry.
Oh, interesting.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
And Laura Jo Rowland has been published in 21 countries. She's made Wall Street Journal's list of the 5 best historical mystery novels. Her latest novel is The Ripper's Shadow, and is set part of a new series set in Victorian England. So we'll have those 3 authors. They'll be interviewed by Aunt Agatha's Mystery Bookstore. It's going to be a very nice evening. There'll be copies of the books available for sale, and they'll be signing their copies. So really nice evening. We had Lauren Esselman there last year, and just really delightful. So that's on Friday at 7 o'clock at the Downtown Library.
At the Downtown Library branch. More with Tim Grimes of the Ann Arbor District Library after Cake on 107.1. That's Cake with short skirts, long jackets on Ann Arbor's 107.1, and we are back with one of our neighbors in business. The segment brought to you by Northstar Bank. It's Tim Grimes, events manager at the Ann Arbor District Library. So besides that evening with the acclaimed mystery authors, what do you want to touch upon?
You know, we have a lot of events coming up in March. I'm going to touch on a couple of really fun ones that are coming up. This is March 9th, Thursday. We do this series with the City of Ann Arbor on Sustainable Ann Arbor, and they're doing something different on Thursday, March 9th at 6:30 to 7:30 at the Downtown Library. It's a sustainable forum, which they usually do, but this one's for kids. It's called Sustainable Kids. It's for kids of all ages. It'll feature a craft, interactive environmental education presentations, and storytelling from a professional storyteller. We have the Ecology Center there, Leslie Science Center, Blossom Home Preschool, and Laura Rayner from the library, who will be the storyteller. It's a great opportunity for kids of all ages to learn more about sustainability in the community. Lots of fun. Thursday, March 9th at 6:30, Sustainability Forum, Sustainable Kids with the City of Ann Arbor. And then Saturday, March 18th, this is kind of fun. It's Women's History Month, so at 2:30 at the Downtown Library, 2:30 to 4 p.m., we have Women in Tap, her story of tap dancing women. And you can discover the rich history of American tap dancing women, from vaudeville to Hollywood, from Broadway to nightclubs, from the dance studio classroom to the performance stage. Women have been a vital part of American tap dance history. And this is a special event for Women's History Month, featuring local tap dancer and dance historian Susan Filippia. She's going to share video footage and personal stories of the women who influenced her journey as a tap dance teacher. And her presentation will include live tap dancing performance by Susan.
Great. The date of that again?
Saturday, March 18th at 2:30 p.m., 2:30 to 4 at the downtown library. And those are just a couple of events that are going on at the library. We also want to talk about your podcast this month.
Yeah, we do. I do a monthly podcast with an author interview that we call Martin Van Dyke Undercovers, Tim. And I recently spoke with the acclaimed author Mark Grabowski, who's written books about the Temptations and about Stevie Wonder. And boy, takes on a big subject matter with this new book. It's the first biography of the great country artist Hank Williams in a generation. It's called Hank, the Short Life and Long Country Road of Hank Williams. Now, he died in the back of a Cadillac in 1953 on January 1st. He was only 29. He just left this incredibly rich legacy of music, and he led a lifestyle that was more than a little bit out of control, and the fact that he even made it to 29 is kind of miraculous once you read about the various substances that this man put in his body over the years. Deeply troubled and conflicted man, and deeply human and deeply flawed, and also deeply talented, who wrote just some of the greatest songs in popular music history, you know, not just the country genre, but his music has been covered by many, many rock artists. And as I mentioned, it's the first biography of Hank Williams in 20 years, and it just really takes you into this life of this troubled but incredibly charismatic musician, really the first true, hit personality in country music. And his music was, covered by artists like Tony Bennett. In fact, a lot of Hank Williams songs became pop hits through other artists, more mainstream artists, say like Tony Bennett or people of that genre. It's a fascinating story. It'll be up at the website AADL within a couple days. Martin Van Dyke Undercovers, and my interview with Mark Grabowski about his new book on Hank Williams, Hank.
And you can find out more of our events at aadl.org. There's never any fee to attend a library event, and they're open to everyone. So we hope to see you there. aadl.org is the place to find out more information.
Thank you, Tim. We'll see you in March, or see you, if not in March, early April or late March. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Tim Grimes, events manager at the AADL on 107.1.